Here is our smasher test. Eat the sub wafer. Did we just one-shot the smasher? So the paper shredder is the newest pistol in Fortnite Save the World, and it's basically a paper airplane on a catapult. That's what it looks like. So let's have a look at the perks. We have a crit rating, a damage, an energy, crit damage, and affliction. Now, the previous weapon sets have all had some sort of unique 6th perk. The black metal set had you'd lose health to do a tiny bit more damage. The sci-fi set, whatever that was called, had like either a pulsing ring would come out or explosive projectiles would spawn. This one has nothing though, which has surprised me. I thought they'd continue to have a unique 6th perk on all the new weapons. But what exactly is this pistol? It's a pistol that uses shells and slugs to launch a slow-moving paper airplane that damages enemies in a moderate radius when it explodes. Now, if we look at the range on the left, it says 256. I believe that is the explosive range, not the range of where it the actual paper airplane can travel. I don't know what the range is on that. I've not tested it or seen it in any gameplay of it yet. We have a 2.7 fire rate with a magazine size of 4 but an ammo cost of 4. So that 2.7 fire rate doesn't exist really. The fire rate is the reload speed in this case, so it's 1.7. 300 durability, that's because it's sunbeam. We have a lot of damage though, 100,000 plus damage, which is great. 38% crit chance and 545% crit damage. This should hit very hard. So before we take this into a game, let's look at my hero build. So I've gone with Beetlejuice as my commander just to increase the pistol crit damage by 225%. Totally rocking out, increase our crit rating and heals us. 6 shooter, increase the pistol damage by 20% and impact by 25%. That's going to be for every single shot because it says for the first 6 shots in magazine, but you get 1 shot in this, so every shot. Battle beat to help totally rocking out work. Hip shot just to increase the pistol damage slightly. Sub wafers again for totally rocking out, and survivalist for the health just to keep us alive. We then have stationary hover turret and adrenaline rush. Adrenaline rush just to keep us alive as well. So this is my build I'm using with the paper shredder. Now let's get into a mission. So I've just get into a 4-player retrieve the data. It's 116, but the power level should go around 130 or above 130. I'm not sure what it actually goes to, but it's going to be high. Now, let's just have a look at the actual range of this. Oh. It's about 4-ish tiles, I'd say. That's not too bad, I guess. Yeah, it's around 4 tiles. It's very... I can't say if it's accurate or not, because it kind of goes all over the place. Maybe it actually locks onto a target and attacks them that way? Let's just have a look. Let's find some enemies. This is a really weird weapon. Or is it like the tiny instrument of death where you can move it? No, it isn't, because you can control that. Right, let's see the actual damage on it then. This is weird. Oh, that damage is good. Okay, the damage is quite good. Oh, I like this. Right, it's going to be very difficult to attack takers, but this damage, I'm liking it. It's somewhat reminding me of the boom bow. This is weird because that counts as a sniper. This is a pistol, but it's basically a launcher that isn't a launcher. It's something explosive that isn't actually a launcher, which is why I quite like it. So I'm going to try and get a sub wafer, find a smasher, and hopefully get a decent smasher test. Okay, we've got our physical Krampus smasher, and I tell you what, I do actually have 2 of these, so I'm going to put the physical version on. That tiny bit of extra damage. So, here is our smasher test. Eat the sub wafer. Did we just one-shot the smasher? We did. That is crazy. We just one-shot a smasher, and it seemingly lagged a lot as well when we did that. I actually am really liking it. Let me look at the damage difference between the boom bow and this. We have 209,000. Let me have a look at the boom bow. 88,000. 1.3 reload with the boom bow, 1.7. So it's slightly longer, but the damage is a lot better, but the range is significantly worse. Because the boom bow, I think, is the whole map for its range. But this is actually pretty decent. I'm going to be using the energy one. Let me get about 4. Yeah, I'm going to be using the energy one for this because it is a firestorm. But I'm took by surprise because we didn't hit an enemy the first time I shot it. It looked really weird. But I'm really liking it just for that massive damage it can do. Okay, the balloon got shot down as we were building. So I'm recording this way earlier than I thought. So I do have the energy one out. This is going to be very difficult because we've not properly tunneled because it got shot down really quickly. But the damage is really good. I am liking this a lot. Look at that. One hit in the blasters consistently as well. That's the thing here. The consistency is really good. I feel like there's not enough enemies. That structure damage as well, destroying a tree. I can't tell if it's accurate or not. It just seems like it has its own flight path. It's really weird. I do really like this though. Ah, my internet has seemingly gone back to the way it has been the last month. Which is not great. It's like I'm playing on a completely different server on another planet. But this weapon, I am really enjoying it. If you're gonna use this weapon though, realistically how I would build it, I'd probably sacrifice either the damage perk, which we have in the second slot. If you can change that to a reload speed, that'll be massively good for this weapon. Because the reload speed is basically its fire rate with this weapon. And it's not exactly going incredibly quickly. And I've got a bug where I can't shoot, which is always nice. Oh, I couldn't reload. I don't know why that was happening then. Maybe I wasn't reloaded, but usually it automatically reloads. This is really good. Yeah, better than... I can't say better than the boom bow actually, because of the range of the boom bow. It would be cool if we could have a new type of perk where we could increase the range on weapons or decrease bloom. That could be good. Maybe that's going to be a thing one day. Why am I going so slow? Is there oh, there's slowing attacks. I forgot this was a 4-player. 138. This is strong. It's a strong weapon. Gotta say, you could usually have, say the people, most higher end people use a Baron for the movement speed. You could have a Baron in your first slot, your regular weapon in your second slot, and then maybe this, because quite a lot of people now either run this or, not this, either run an explosive or a boom bow. I see boom bows still quite a lot when I play this. It's always good to have an explosive on that. I don't use them that much, but if so many husks like this do get through, it is amazing to use an explosive weapon. Look at that. Yeah, this is fantastic. 4 ammo at a time. That really, it eats through your shells, but I mean, shells never really get ate through anyway because they go to shotgun. The shotguns are some of the slowest firing weapons in the game. Yeah, I am loving this weapon. Absolutely. Downside is definitely that range though. I don't know why I'm using it on a single enemy there. But yeah, I am enjoying this. Really am. I want some more hordes though. I want like a big batch of enemies. I don't think we'll successfully do this mission, if I'm being honest. Because of the high power and the fact someone shot it down like way before we're even ready. Let's try and push the spawn. If I can get totally rocking out to proc. I should be able to. Yeah, it has procced. Wow, I've just been hit. Yeah, look at my health. We're going up. This is really strong. Really, really strong. Oh, no, no. I'm going to go down a bit. I think I took gunslinger damage there. Let's put that up. Put one of those up. Those takers. Takers will be an issue with this weapon because not only is it projectile, it's a very slow projectile. If you can hit the taker though, it's going to go in 1 or 2 shots, which is completely fine. You've just got to be very accurate and be patient with it. Usually, if a taker's coming at me, I'll be shooting at it, but you've got to wait. You really have to wait with this until it's quite close. Otherwise, it's not going to reach the taker. Because I'm going to say 4 tiles. It might be 4.5, it might be 5, but I think 4's correct. Like that. Look, I was right in front of the taker there and I completely missed because he dodged it. What is this, like, lag spiking I'm getting? I have no idea what that is. That's a issue that needs fixing. Please. I can't tell. The range seems fairly inconsistent. It's about 4 or 5 tiles. That's what I'm going to say. Damage, fantastic. Come on, we've got to hit the enemy, at least. It's weird though, the accuracy is very weird. Because if you aim in a straight line, it is going to like, literally like a paper airplane, be a bit unpredictable. It's not always going to go in the exact place you want. Which, if that's intended, then that's really good attention to detail. Who knows if it's intended though. Surely it is. And there goes all the sploders. I don't like slowing attacks, but this was the only mission I could find that actually had people in. Because every mission power 120 plus was empty. Every single one. Why does it keep lagging? My brain seems to lag when the game lags. That's going to go. That needs to come back up. Again, I'm not too bothered if we fail this. This is about the weapon, not about me getting whatever these rewards are. I'm not too bothered. Eee. Yeah, damage is really strong with this. Do quite like it. Would I level it up myself? Currently, no. I don't have the perk for anything. But I don't know. It seems like a somewhat decent rival to the boom bow. And I feel like... I'm not sure if... I've not watched any videos on this. I've not seen anyone really talk about it. I'm not sure if anyone's even made that comparison. But that is my comparison. I'm comparing it to the boom bow. That smoke screen, there's no point in me really shooting it. Yeah, because it's not going to do much damage. You need to use melee. This is really annoying. Why is it freezing? It's like when you watch a video on YouTube in the countryside or something, and it's just buffers every 2 seconds. Look at this. I have no idea what's happening. I can't even move. Does it set off sploders though? I think it did, didn't it? When we shot the sploder. I need to see a propane tank on the floor. I think it does set off sploders though. It is an explosive pretty much. This is horrendous. This lag spiking. It's really horrible. Takers do too much damage sometimes. We didn't crit on there, unfortunately. Look at that. It's going to be dead difficult to hit the taker. You're going to have to wait for it to charge at you though. Because I don't think it dodges when it charges. This... Oh, mini-boss. Stop blocking me in, please. Need to hit that to get totally rocking out. It didn't proc. I'm going to have to eat a subway for health. I'm going to eat 2. There we go. Bitter health at least. I'm surprised these traps have held up as long as they have. We've got about 45 seconds left. We've got this. I don't think we're failing it. But yeah, a strong weapon. Definitely something to rival the boom bow. If anyone else has actually made that comparison, let me know in the comments, because, again, I don't really watch any other Save the World YouTubers. I like to go into weapon videos completely blind, so you get a genuine reaction, rather than me faking something when I've seen it. It's about a tile spread, the explosive. Look at that. Oh. If I can reload. Yeah, it's around a tile. So again, it's decent and I die right at the end. But that was yeah, I'm going to say that's a really, really good weapon. And so that was the paper shredder. Now, I was pleasantly surprised, if that's the way to put it, with this weapon. I didn't think it'd be that good when we first actually shot it. And it didn't have a lot of range or anything, but I definitely think it's in some way a rival to the boom bow. Again, I don't know if anyone has said that, but the damage is a lot stronger than the boom bow. Now, as I said as well, if you can possibly change the damage perk on there for a reload speed, that is probably the perfect build for me. If not, I'd probably sacrifice a crit damage for a reload speed then. But yeah, I really, really like this weapon. Will I perk it up? Potentially, if I ever get around to getting enough perk up, because I'm so far behind on perking things up right now. But yeah, I think it's really strong. But I'm going to leave this here. Let me know what you guys thought of this. And as always, thank you for watching.